This is The Issue, and I am the Ghetto Man. Today's issue, are U.S. citizens bound to an unconstitutional law? Stay right there. We'll be right back. Is anyone in this country bound to obey an unconstitutional law? Well, most people believe that any bill that's passed by the legislator into law is in fact law, that we the people are bound to its mandate and cannot refuse to obey it unless it's been lawfully overturned by the judiciary or repealed by Congress. Now, in this country, when it comes to the laws passed, it is the U.S. Constitution that is the supreme law of the land. And for any law to be valid, that law must follow, meaning be in agreement with, the U.S. Constitution. It's impossible for a law that violates the U.S. Constitution to be valid. Now, the United States Supreme Court has ruled many times on this subject. The court has said the general rule is that any unconstitutional statute, though having the form and name of the law, is in reality no law but wholly void and ineffective for any purpose, since unconstitutionally dates from the time of its enactment and not merely from the date of the decision so branding it. No one is bound to obey an unconstitutional law, and no courts are bound to enforce it. That comes from 16 American Jurisprudence, 2nd edition, section 177. Now, in a case called Marbury v. Madison, which can be found in 5 U.S. 137, the court said all laws which are repugnant to the Constitution are null and void. Can't get any clearer than that, now can you? In a case called Miranda v. Arizona, which can be found at 384 U.S. 436, the court said, when rights secured by the Constitution are involved, there can be no rulemaking or legislation that would abrogate them. Can't pass a law that abridges a constitutionally protected right. In a court case called Norton v. Shelby County, can be found in 118 U.S. 425, the court said, an unconstitutional act is not law. It confers no rights, it imposes no duties, affords no protection, it creates no office, it is in legal contemplation as inoperative as though it had never been passed. So there you have it. No one is bound to an unconstitutional law. So you can see, when it's all said and done, we the people are the only safeguard against a corrupt government. Understanding our rights and duties as a sovereign citizen empowers each and every one of us. When it comes to enforcing our Constitution, we the people are the most important checks and balances against a corruption and tyranny or any other illegal act by government there is. Now, there are ways, a lot of ways we can participate in this system, but the easiest way, there's 3 things that we can do that we can do anytime within our community. And the first one is, of course, voting. What you do is you make sure that you vote for people that understand the Constitution, that are going to take their oath of office seriously, that they're going to go in there and represent the people under the Constitution, not under some political party or some political ideal. That's one thing we can do. And there are 2 other things. One is just serving on the local trial juries. I mean, in a criminal case, just one vote. can nullify an unconstitutional law being imposed on one of your fellow citizens. And that can be taken to the grand jury level as well. It's really important that we spend time as citizens. If we're going to live in a free society, we need to understand how our Constitution works and how our laws work, how they're passed. We need to understand everything. This way, we can actively participate. And education, of course, is the most important thing, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here. Freedom requires 100% participation. Freedom requires 100% responsibility. We're talking about self-governing here and self-discipline over one's life, liberty, and property. In a free society, in a free country, a person, a citizen, has complete responsibility for his or her own destiny. With that said, I am the Ghetto Man. If you're politically correct, then you're legally wrong. And if you're not part of the solution, then you are the problem. Please follow and share. We will see you next time.